What's up, everybody? This is Carl from Technical Goodies, and today we are doing another Temu unboxing. These are just general items that I picked up, things that I thought would be useful, things that I thought would be fun. Could be some tech items, could be some standard items, but in general, let's go ahead and check out what I got. And if you've watched any of my sort of Temu unboxings, I have all the chapters down below, so you can go to each one of the products individually if you like. But I generally talk about why I picked something up, what I'm going to use it for, what I think about it. We unbox it, test it out if possible, and go on. So let's check out this separate little package that came separately. Oh, right. This is one I'm interested in. So I keep seeing these on their site, and I wonder if it's any good. So it is a knife. I'm going to start chopping things right away. Oh no, it's a ridiculous knife. It's actually something that I really like and was looking forward to seeing, but it's a big knife. So I wanted to pick up one of the knives from their sites. I see them all over the place and I see them all the time. Okay, so as far as the sharpness goes, I don't think this is going to be super sharp right out of the box, but I always am able to sort of sharpen these. So this is the RSR Multifunctional Professional Stainless Blade Series. It has two different areas. So you have a cutting area and a chopping area. So you can kind of see that in this sort of close-up view. There's this area here for chopping and this area for cutting. It feels nice. It feels heavy. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is this plastic handle, whether or not that will last long term. But this looks like something that I will enjoy a lot. One of the things to keep in mind when you're looking at knives on Temu is that I noticed a lot of them were very small. So I paid very close attention when I looked at this and made sure that when it showed the size of it, it showed an actual size knife. A lot of them might be about half this size or smaller, so you just want to make sure that when you're picking something up, you don't find out when it comes to you that you have a little micro knife, so you're just chopping little tiny onions. But other than that, yeah, pretty cool. Large giant knife. I'm happy with that. Next in the box, we have another charging cable. So like I said, I have an iPhone 15 now that is the USB-C charging cable type, and I wanted to have the ability to have sort of my own cable that kind of set apart from the rest of the family. My phone did come with one, but I like to have one upstairs or have one in my travel bag. You can never have too many cables. This one here is from Mecomb. I've always found that the things that I got from Mecomb, so you can see here that this is their tint series. This is a PD 100 watt charging cable. And the thing that I like from Mecomb is that all their stuff has been great. I've gotten many other things from Temu and they've been awesome. So for example, I've shown this before. I picked up this little charging block right here that is a 20 watt and a 20 watt USB charging. So for my phone, the combination of these two things here is going to be great. Plug it in here, plug it into my phone, and my phone generally charges at about a 14 watt charging rate. So a 20 watt and a 20 watt work perfect for my phone. But the main reason that I also got this is that it has a 100 watt capacity, and I have a portable battery that has a USB connector on it, and it is up to 100 watts. So that means that my laptops that can charge or my tablets that can charge from USB-C will benefit from that extra power going through the box here. So again, if you're looking for a good cable, I would definitely recommend the Mecomb stuff. I'll put all the links to this in the description below. And as you've seen, probably I'll also have the prices for everything on the screen so you can see it as I go through it. But this is nice. It has a little bit of a thicker wire. It is a silicone sort of outer casing. And it also has silicone all the way up to the connector here. So that's very nice. Charging cables are only really exciting to the people who like to buy charging cables, and that happens to be me. But if you do too, check this out and trickle to the knife. Anyway, enough with the knife. Next in the box. Oh, I should have saved this. So this is another Mecomb item. I had forgotten I paired these together. So this is, just like I showed you here, this is the 40 watt version. This is the 100 watt version. So this is going to be able to pair greatly with the charging cable that I just went over. Ooh, and this thing is nice and beefy and feels really nice. So we've got the 100-watt GAN charger, the 40-watt one, and the cable that can work with both of them. Again, this is both their tint series. I was going to say TNT series, but this is a 100-watt GAN A plus 2C. I don't know what 2C. USB A plus 2 USB Cs. So if we take a look at this here, this is going to be able to charge my faster devices. Like I have a Dell tablet that comes with a little keyboard. It's almost like a Surface tablet. And this is going to work perfect for it because that is a 66-watt charge. And so I'll be able to charge that if I misplace the charger, or if I'm on travel, it might be easier to carry this. But as you can see on the front here, it has a plastic covering, and that's off. And this has 2 USB-Cs and 1 USB-A. So that allows me to take my USB-C, plug it in there, and like I said, love Mecom stuff. They work great all the time. And I also like how it looks. And this folds in this is more of a travel charger, so it folds in so you won't get damage to the charging port itself. So again, cool Mecom stuff, 40-watt, 100-watt charging cable. Let's see what else is in the box. All right, what is this? It's a package within a package. Ah, okay, cool. This is something I was interested to. It's an electronic digital caliper. And I've never had a caliper in my life, but every time I'm watching YouTube videos and people are measuring things or working on little projects, they always have one of these, and I've always wanted one. And this one's supposed to be digital. So it looks like this does not come with a little battery. So if you take a look at this, the way this works, right, is that you can basically sort of measure things. So if I wanted to, let's say I was modeling something in 3D or working in another software and I wanted to be able to create this, I could come in here and basically get the exact dimensions of this block itself. And the thing is to note, if you're going to pick this up, here's the little battery case right here, if you can see that. So in here is where the battery goes. And I don't have a battery that fits in there right now. I'll have to pick up one. Yeah, a little bit disappointing that it doesn't come with a battery already, but it's understandable because a lot of the times the batteries that come with things that are already depleted. As far as the longevity and the usefulness of this, seems all right. I mean, I've never had one before. I don't have the need for a professional caliper, but for a small little measuring device to figure out how big something is or wide or whatever, sure, why not? So anyway, all right, decent. 6 out of 10, whatever. We'll see how it goes. Again, I always give 60 days reviews on all of my Temu hauls. Go into my channel to check that out. And I can give you feedback after using these things for about 60 to 90 days, whether or not they're good, whether or not they're garbage. There's been plenty of things that I've opened that I thought weren't that great, but then I used them and they were awesome. Things that I thought were pretty cool when I finally used them were not so awesome. So I always give my honest review in those 60 days, so make sure you check those out or watch for them. All right, so this in the bag is something that I thought was actually pretty cool. And this really may only relate to me or someone who's like really into tech and stuff like that. But this is a small little hard drive case. One thing I deal with right now is that I work on a lot of laptops or computers for people. And I always take their computers and upgrade it from a hard drive to a solid state drive. So I have a lot of extra hard drives sitting around, and I don't like to have them sitting around. So for example, here is a solid state drive that I have, and it just sits around and it's exposed to everything. If it gets spilled on or something happens to it, then it ruins the drive. So what I wanted to do was have one of these cases to try out. All right, so the lid pops open like this. I can slide in the hard drive. In fact, I wonder if there's room for 2. But either way, sometimes they're a little thicker than this. If you get a higher capacity hard drive, it might be thicker. But put it in there, close it up, and now you have a protected hard drive. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but as far as I can see right here, oh, interesting. So one thing to note about this is if I was to put it connector side down, and I did have a SATA drive connector, I could open up the bottom, connect it right here, and still have it connected and use it on my computer, or close it up, snaps up, and now it's protected. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up a couple more of these. For me, it's kind of important. I don't know how important it would be for you, but if you like that kind of thing, check it out. All righty. Okay, this is cool. Excellent. So another sort of tech item here. This is by Decision Tall. This is a memory card and SIM card storage case. Now, because I do a lot of recording and I do travel, I have a lot of these small little cards, right? They work in my camera and I use them, but I'm always have them. This one was just sitting right here. I don't have a good place to store them. This is a really, really heavy duty feeling little storage case. Pop open the front here. Comes with a little carabiner, I guess. And I suppose the idea is that it has, so the way this is set up is you can see it has all these little notches in here. And that's to be able to fit the different kind of cards. You can fit the micro SDs in there. You can fit the regular SD cards in here, right into the bottom part there. So this, across the board, has like a really high storage capacity. You can put all your micros down below. Then you can take the regular SD cards and pop them in there like that. Then you take the other storage cards and put them on the top, so it's kind of stacked in 3 different layers. And it comes with a little SIM tool, I guess, if we're still taking out your SIM cards. Close it up, snap it down, and that sucker is locked in and protected. I'm assuming it would be waterproof, fireproof, water resistant, anti-shock, and dust protectant. Okay, so it supports compact flash cards. It supports QXD, which I've never used before, SD cards, TF cards, nano SIMs, micro SIMs, and CF Express, right? So it should be able to hold all of those in there. So if you're someone who does a lot of recording with cameras or anything like that, something like this is awesome. Plop it in your bag and you got all your storage stuff right here. And then they're not sitting all over the place, which is what ends up happening to me, is that I end up sticking the SD cards on the side and hopefully not losing them. So that's awesome. All right, what's next in the bag? Bag inside a bag again. Okay. So this is something that will fix, this will help me with something that you're seeing in this video right now. Now, can you tell that there's something that drives me absolutely bonkers about my setup right here? This is a full roll of Velcro cord wrappers. So what you're able to do is basically go and take something like this, cut off the length that you want, and then it will go ahead and wrap around and Velcro to itself and hold your cords, okay? See this right here? These little cords always hang down and are in my shot, and I don't notice it until I'm editing it. So take this, Velcro it on, and no more cords in my screen. Excellent. But at the same time, another one off here, take my cord, and if I was smart, I would have made it a little longer, but there we go. Now I got a cord wrap. So one of the things that I've gotten before, I've gotten those pre-made ones that are, different lengths, but they're always too long or always too short. This allows you to basically cut off the amount of double-sided Velcro strap that you want and use it for anything. And it's really long, full sort of spool of this stuff. Not very expensive, but very useful. All right, next in the bag. Okay. Well, who knows about this one here? So I wanted to have a tape measure at my desk. I'm always losing my tape measures. So this is just a little generic tape measure. Who knows how long it's going to last? You can pull it out, it locks in, push the button, self-retracts, and you can see here it's just basically a small little tape measure. If you look, you can actually see it has all the little markings on the tape measure. I mean, it's, for what it is, it looks like it's going to work well, and that way I can keep it on my desk here and always have access to a tape measure. Is it groundbreaking or exciting? Yeah, sure, why not? Tape measure. Everyone loves measure stuff, so pretty cool. All right, 2 things left in the box. Oh, right, okay. So I have a oven stovetop that is one of those glass ones on the top. It doesn't have gas, it's all electric, but it has a glass on top. And if you have one of those, you know that sucker gets dirty all the time. This is supposed to be a stovetop glass cleaner eraser typey thingy here. Everything on the front of this is not in a language that I can understand, so I can't tell you anything. But it is a sort of, can work for stainless steel. It can work for it. But what it feels like is it almost feels like a eraser. I kind of want to bite it. I don't know. So it is like an eraser. So what it's supposed to do is take off any food residue, any burnt on gunk. I will give this a try and let you know in the 60-day review whether or not it worked. But I figured for a couple bucks, why not pick one of these up? Doesn't smell, just smells like rubber. Pick one of these up, give it a try, and I'll let you know how it works. And last but not least, or maybe least, because I don't know what this is. Okay. This is, I'll actually put a little picture up on the screen for you because I am not going to hang this up right now. This is a hat hanger, okay? Comes with two little things to go over the door, so I'm planning to put it right here on the door. Hook it like this onto the door. So if you can see in the top end view, it has these little hooks. You can hang this from the hook, and it has all these little individually spaced hangers so that you should be able to take a hat, hang it on there, and then have multiple hats hanging down and a place to store your hats. So if you wear hats, I'll give it a try. I'll let you know how it works. In fact, probably by next video or two, you'll see a hat display going down the back of my door. But that's it. Yeah, this was fun. Not a huge haul. I think some people might like the smaller ones. Some people might like the larger ones. But as far as all the stuff in here, there's nothing here other than this caliper thing that I have questions on. Everything here seems awesome. If you like these and want me to continue doing them, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps me know when it's a video that you like and has helped you out. Hit subscribe. I'd love to see you back. I do Temu hauls, all sorts of unboxings, tech things, tutorials, help. I just like to have things to do at my tech desk here and share them with you. So I appreciate everybody. And until next time, this is Carl from Techful Goodies, and I'm out.